every West African is buzzing. Yeah. If you're West African, I know for a fact, don't lie, don't lie, don't lie. I know you are buzzing. You happy, right? South Africa lose today. Every one of them are happy. Especially if you're Nigerian or you are a Ghanaian. Yeah, you are for sure, for a fact, happy. Let's say every single West African I've asked, yeah, who you taking to the World Cup have given me the same answer. They either said they said the entire Africa team or all of the African teams that are there, except for South Africa. Every West African that I've asked so far has given me the exact same answer. So I know for a fact they are buzzing. They are happy. Nigerian usually go everyone except South Africa and Ghana because they of the little beef that they have. But what a game that happened today. Listen, but welcome to Famous Football. I'm your host, Nate. Let's talk football. Yeah, what happened today? The beginning of the World Cup. We've been looking forward to this for a year, for years, right? Listen, since 2022, we've been looking forward to this one to see what will happen. And today is here. Mexico opened it today. Tomorrow we get to see the US and Canada also do their opening as well, right? But was this an entertaining game? Absolutely not. A back and forth game, far from it. Listen, it was nowhere close to entertaining football. Entertaining football was watching Bayern Munich and PSG play, right? In that first Champions League game. That was pure entertainment. That was proper football. What we all love to see, or we all want to see as football fans. But today, listen, it wasn't the most exciting. I think the excitement was there because it's the World Cup, it's the beginning of the World Cup, right? Like the son in the World Cup said, right? Listen, it's not just a game, right? It's our way of life. It's our life. It's our soul. It's our everything, right? So we just looking forward to it because of that reason. Not so much because this game was absolutely phenomenal. Nah. But the game itself, right? 3 red cards were given. And when I was watching the game, I was doing a watch along on TikTok, right? Now you can also go check me on TikTok, Famous Football 21. I was doing a watch along and I was saying this. South Africa needs to calm down, right? If they don't calm down, they will mess around and get themselves a red card. I was saying that in the entire first half. I was saying it because the way they were moving, they were not calm. They were making unnecessary fouls, right? And I was saying not just them for them to calm down or stop the foul, because calming down also is like you calm down and then you can be able to make the passes that you're supposed to make. Kind of stay calm and collected because Mexico, it's not the case that Mexico were absolutely phenomenal or they were unplayable. No, right? If they have calmed down and picked their passes right and stop forcing things, I genuinely thought South Africa would have left this game with a point. Let's be honest, right? Honestly, I think they would have left the games with a point. But the way they were moving, especially in the first half, every single time they get the ball, they want to go long, right? They want to go long. I'm like, if you're going long, no problem. But make sure you find the person that you're trying to go long to. Find their feet, or you play that ball into space and make sure they can get it. But stop misplacing little passes. And once they misplace the pass, Mexico gets the ball. You see what Mexico do. Picking passes in the pocket, moving the ball like the way they're supposed to move the ball. Now, the first goal, that was pure. That I don't know. I can't really blame the goalkeeper for that because he passed you the ball. The touch that you made, you lost control of the ball, right? Because if you have taken a good touch, you could have shielded that ball with your body, and maybe if anything, you would have gotten a foul. And happy days, you keep moving, right? But you didn't. You lost the ball, and what's his name? Julian. I can't pronounce his last name. If I try, I'll butcher it. Quick. Yeah, let's forget about it. Yeah, we move on. But Julian, right? This got the ball, brilliant shot. The goalkeeper couldn't close his leg fast enough, and it was in. The second goal, again, brilliant ball came into Jimenez, a poacher header on the ground. Call it a day. It's done, right? Listen, I've been saying it. I was like, if South Africa does not calm down, right, they're going to lose this game. And you don't want to lose the game 2-3 because you can get 3 points and stay qualified into the round of 16. And you want to make sure you put yourself in that position. If you lose the game, don't lose the game by a much. But apparently, they didn't listen to me, right? They didn't listen to nobody. And even Mexico getting a record. The both teams setting a record. The very first time ever in the history of the World Cup that for a team or the opening match, right, to have three records in it. And all of those three records were well deserved. None of them you could argue they shouldn't have been. None of them. Even the Mexico one, you couldn't argue. Not that one could be the one that you could possibly want to argue or try to argue, but you can't. It was well deserved. The Mexico one and that of the South African record. But listen, if South Africa will go far in this record, in this World Cup, they need to calm down and they need to get themselves together and be able to do what they're supposed to do. Their goalkeeper was impressive. William was very impressive. I think William was the one that even kept them in the game past the first half. And then when the second half came, he also looked a little bit shaky, but I think he was definitely the one that kept them in the game. And their number 14 as well, that was playing as a left back, he was also on it in terms of his tackle, but now on the ball, he wasn't really impressing me. But Mexico, right, on the other hand, right, was doing everything it was supposed to do, right? They had this one kid on the what's it called? Their right hand side, right, which was South African left hand side, right? I'm forgetting his name, but he was pretty much Alvarado. Was it Alvarado? They had Alvarado, and they also have Guata, Guatanes, Guatanes or Guatares. Him, those two, right? I was also impressed by that about them. And then what's his name? Quinos, Julian, the guy that scored the first goal. Jimenez was paying Jimenez, right? I expected good things from Jimenez. But those three people, I would say, impressed me. Plus the South African goalkeeper, right? If I have to name four people, I'll name those two people from those three people from Mexico. So what's his name? Alvarado, Guatones, and then Julian, the guy that scored the goal, and then the South African goalkeeper Williams. But all in all, listen, I'm happy the World Cup is back. I know you also happy the World Cup is back. But listen, more is coming your way. I didn't do a video or live today on YouTube, but that will definitely be coming. I'm working on it, and once I'm done, you will be seeing it out there. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know your thoughts down below. If you're West African, what do you think? Are you buzzing or not? If you're not West African, wherever you're from, whatever country you're from, put your country in the comment. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Much appreciated. See you in the next video. Adios.